Jonathan E. Triumphant in the house. My government name is David Jonathan Allen. I'm a targeted individual from Winnipeg, Manitoba. And this is the most important video, if you're a TI, that you'll ever watch. I'm not kidding. This isn't a sham. It's not a scam. I have no hidden agenda. But this video will help you end gang stalking. It'll save your life. That's the truth, both in this world and the next. You know, being a TI, I've watched a lot of TI videos. I've studied the problem for thousands of hours. I really have. I've studied gang stalking, psychops, psychopaths, spiritual warfare, anything and everything that could pertain to the problem. And I have the solution. You may not like it, but it's the medicine that you need, friend, and it's the medicine I need. Jesus Christ is the answer, okay? There have been tribunals over the years. There's been all sorts of opposition groups trying to help TIs, you know, and the problem hasn't ended. There's been exposure. Lots of people know about gang stalking, lots, a lot more than we'll let on and gaslight you to believe. A lot of them believe the lies, a lot of them are afraid, okay? But a lot of them know. They know about community policing initiatives, you know. They know about CSIS and the CIA and the RCMP and gang stalking programs. It's a fact. So in all the advocacy, you know, and all the control groups, with all the PhDs, with all the wisdom and knowledge about the problem, they haven't managed to find a viable solution that'll end gang stalking. I love Deborah Tavares. She's a TI. She's a Christian and she's a bright lady. And she has a lot of good things to say. But I was saddened recently to listen to her video when she was talking about how the problem in the world is the satanic New World Order. It was Satan. She said it. But she didn't know the solution. And I thought, what? If the problem is Satan and you believe in Satan and you know that this is a satanic agenda, you know, being doled out on planet Earth, then you must know Jesus. And I believe she does, you know. And Jesus is the solution, you know. Jesus is the solution, you know. I'll tell you what, right? Yeah. I got a paper and pen. Time to start a revolution. Whew. I've always loved words. I really have. Maybe you do too. I don't know. Fun with phonics. Anyway, you see this? It's my low budget, no frills. Paperclip Productions. See my eyes? They're racked. Microwave Dave. Yeah. Okay. Uncontrolled opposition. Right? What is uncontrolled opposition? Is it uncontrolled opposition? Or is it UN-controlled opposition? Or let's break it down even more. Let's just say it was UN control ed opposition. I hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. You want uncontrolled opposition? Jesus Christ. He's my source. He's my strength. I really tried. I tried to link up with people, in this thing. And I mean, I'm just like everyone else. I went to big players, and some of them spoke to me. Most of them didn't. Who am I, right? I'm nobody, but I am a TI. And I didn't get a lot of response back from most of them, you know, and that's okay, you know. It is what it is, but I believe that God was teaching me something through that. I do, you know. I believe that God was teaching me to go to Him. See, man is mortal, you know. If this problem could have been solved, right, by intellectualism, by focusing on the problem, by oppositionary groups, by political mandates and agendas, it would have been. I've watched whole videos where there's government committees and people are telling them, I'm being microwaved, I'm being gang stalked, I'm a targeted individual, right? And everything that entails. I mean, MK Ultra is coming right out into the light. It has been for a long time. I think even Bill Clinton made a public apology regarding MK Ultra, and it's all still going on to this day, right? But these are symptoms. People are focusing on symptoms. They're focusing on the problems. I see so many TI videos that are totally focused on the problems. It's time to focus on the solution. Jesus Christ is the answer, and only His Spirit will free us. We can focus on all these things, AI and Elon Musk and, transhumanism and, gang stalking and the New World Order agenda, and all these things are right and true, and I'm glad you're awakened. But the thing is, once you get awakened, you must realize that this is a spiritual issue that is manifest in the physical. And all these things are going on because people are desperate for control. And the fact is that society is waking up and they're losing control. Period. They never had it to begin with. It was an illusion, a magic trick, if you will. Here's the thing. There's a lot more of us than there are them. But they've got us all shadow banned and separated and, not trusting each other because they pose as TIs and everything else. Well, I'm not pointing the way to me. The solution didn't come from me. It came from the Lord. It came from the Lord, It's a young man named Evan Roberts, right? And who was Evan Roberts? Well, Evan Roberts was a young man who was passionate about revival. He was a Welshman. Things were amuck. And he took to praying. And the whole nation changed. The bars were empty. Hearts and lives were transformed. Everything changed. Because God changed it. God can and will change things. But the solution is prayer. It's fasting. It's surrendering our lives to Jesus Christ, right? I don't know if any of you have ever heard of John Knox. John Knox was a pastor, an evangelist, and he was passionate about Scotland. And he'd pray every day, Lord, give me Scotland for you, for your glory. I want people to be awakened and enlightened and know you. Or kill me, let me die. I'm serious, that was his prayer, and fun with paper and pens. So I made this little thing, right? You know, and the queen was wild. They called her Bloody Mary. You might want to check her out. She was a true tyrant, right? But why did Bloody Mary fear John Knox? Because this is what she said. She said she feared John Knox more than all the armies of England. It's pretty crazy. One little man, one little pastor, right? Why? Well, let's do a multiple choice. A, he had a powerful army. Maybe. Did John Knox have a powerful army? I don't know. B, he knew a lot about government corruption and was awakened to the problems. Yeah, could be, right? Viable. Makes sense to me. Or C, he ran an opposition group, had many degrees, and had powerful friends. That seems like a good one, doesn't it? Or D. D. He prayed without ceasing. Well, I'll give you the answer by giving you the quote from Mary Queen of Scots herself. This is Bloody Mary's quote. That makes me feel important. Okay, Bloody Mary's quote. I fear the prayers of John Knox more than all the armies of England. Woo. We're in the Shadowlands. I'm so sick of focusing on the problems. I'm so sick of looking at the disease. I have the solution. And it ain't about me. It isn't what I know. It isn't my intellect. It isn't my affiliations. It's the Lord. Isaiah 31. Woe to those who go down and rely on Egypt. Woe to those who go down to Egypt for help, who rely on horses, who trust in the multitude of their chariots and in the great strength of their horsemen, but do not look to the Holy One of Israel or seek help from the Lord. Yet he too is wise and can bring disaster. He sure can. He's a holy hurricane, you know. He doesn't take back his words. He's not like a man. He's faithful when we remain faithless. He's a consistent force. He's the same yesterday. He's the same today. And he'll be the same tomorrow. He's the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the head of all authorities. He sets up kings and he puts them down. He will rise up against the wicked nation, against those who help evildoers. But the Egyptians are mere mortals. These are men and women we're dealing with, right? Flesh and blood. Their horses are flesh and not spirit. Their weapons break. Satellite systems can fail, especially with prayer. When the Lord stretches out his hand, those who help will stumble. Those who are helped will fall. Those who help the wicked, all those will perish. I don't want that to happen. I want reconciliation. I want peace. I want my city to turn to Christ. I want my city to turn to love. I want my city to stop these heinous hate crimes that they're perpetrating against me, one of my loved ones, and so many others in this community. Friends, you've been duped. I'm not a villain. I am your scapegoat. But this isn't about community policing. I commit no crimes and I do nothing. So that makes no sense. And my loved one is no criminal, and y'all know it. This is about revenge. Okay? This is about power. This is about control. And it ain't right. It's not right on the physical level. It's not right on a spiritual level. This is Machiavellian. You know? The end does not justify the means. Doing this is bringing curses upon yourself. You will reap what you sow. This is not me saying this to you. This is the Lord. I'm serious. He will not be mocked. You cannot go after and commit hate crimes and terrorize and covertly kill broken people, marginalized people, no matter who you think they are, and get away with it. What you all need to know is this is COINTELPRO. It's a counterintelligence program. And one of the first things is the slander campaign. You know? We've all made mistakes in our lives, you know? But I've never seen so many people desperate to paint lying narratives about me and other TIs. It's really sad. Really sad. Don't you all want the truth just for the truth's sake? You're desperate to build on the lie. And you know what? None of this is good. This is Agenda 2030 in action. This is about building a prison planet. This is about total control. And what they've done to me, they can do to you and your family. Seriously, like that. You need to wake up for you. If you care about this planet, you need to wake up. If you care about your own families, you need to wake up. Yeah. I'm no threat. I'm no threat to anyone. Certainly not to national security. That blows me away. I and other TIs might just be the best hope you have. You've conditioned us to be super soldiers. Our deductive reasoning is off the charts. We got skills. You should know. You helped us attain them. Really, you got to think about that. We got to build a better Canada. We got to build a better world. And the way to do that is to stop all this. I've never seen a more confused generation in my life. It's like truth is the new hate speech. You know? I don't get it. I really don't. But I love you, and so does Jesus. But he won't be mocked. If you continue to do this as perpetrators, you will fall in the hole that you've dug. It's just a fact. I don't want that to happen. See? You get it? I'm telling you again. You curse me, I bless you. TIs, you need to take to your knees and pray. You need to seek God with all your heart. You need to fast. He can and will free us, but we need to look to him. He's the solution to gang stalking. He's the solution to the New World Order. He's the eternal solution. Lay down your lives. Surrender to Jesus Christ. And for those of you struggling to maintain your relationship, give it to him. Hang on to him. Whether you realize it or not, he's hanging on to you. So, we're going to do it the same old way we've always done it? Or are we going to do it the right way? Are we going to look to Jesus Christ? I'm not telling you that this isn't a physical problem. It is. It's a spiritual problem that's manifest into the physical realm. I'm not telling you not to document. I've always told you to document. It's going to be important in the days to come. But I'm telling you that these things aren't the solution. Jesus Christ is the solution. Okay? Jesus told a parable. Two people went into a synagogue. One was an important man. He lifted his head to heaven and said, Lord, I've done a lot for you. I'm an amazing person. I'm with the good people, see? And we do good things. Lord, you're blessed to have me. The other guy, he couldn't look up to heaven. He said, Lord, I'm unworthy. I don't deserve you. But it's not about me. It's about you. I give you my life. You are my hope. Well, Jesus said that God heard the prayer of the broken man. He despised the prayer of the proud. Aren't you sick of looking to the proud? Aren't you sick of looking to the mighty? What's it gotten you personally? What's it gotten you spiritually? What's it done for your home? What's it done for your family? What's it done for your city, your town, your country, your planet? We're in trouble. We're in trouble. I feel like Noah a lot these days. I really do. Noah was screaming at the people to wake up. And they laughed at him. And they mocked him. The party was raging. And the rain came down. And the ark door closed. And they were screaming and wailing and crying out. But it was too late. It's not too late for you. If you're watching this video, it's not too late for you. We don't know what tomorrow will hold. Choose today who you will serve. So, it's your choice. You can put crystals all over your body. You can worship the moon. You can worship the goddess in your pocket. You can worship Taylor Swift, right? Beyonce. Or you can worship Jesus Christ, the real, true, and living God who created you. He created this universe with a word, a whisper. Why do you think I'm in this with you? Because he's in control. Because he wanted me to be bound to you, and I am. When I pray, and I pray for every TI. I fast for every TI. I fight for every TI. I don't care who you are. I fight for you. I fight for God because it's all about his glory. Sheep and the goats, right? He divided the sheep and the goats by what they did and didn't do. I was sick. You didn't care. I was hungry. You didn't feed me. I was in prison. You didn't visit me. I was gang stalked. You turned your back on me. I'm not going to do that to you, friends. I'm in. You know I'm in. You know I'm in. If you would, and you're a TI and you love the Lord, would you pray for me? Would you pray for me? Would you pray for my eyes? They're sick, okay? They've been microwaving me lots. My eyes are sick as a result. I don't know if they're trying to take my eyesight. I think they are. It's all in God's hands, but I need your prayers too. I live in a war zone. I really do. And I can prove it 1,000 times over. Why is no one helping us? We got to stop focusing on man. We got to start focusing on God. Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. He freed the Israelites from Pharaoh. He did. He freed Daniel in the lion's den. He saved Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego from the fire. And they were focused on him. Are you going to focus on the problem or the solution? The choice is yours. I love you with all my heart. I want to see you in heaven. No matter who you are. And those choosing to participate in these heinous hate crimes. We got room at the table for you. Why don't you come on over? The water's warm. I want to read up on Paul. He was gang stalking Christians, stoning them. Actually held everybody's coat. Stephen was getting stoned to death. Stephen, though, he had focus. He was focused on heaven. Just like Peter. Stephen didn't even know what was going around. Heaven opened, and all he could see was the kingdom of God. When Peter focused on Jesus, he got out of the boat and he was walking on water. Focus. Focus. I will not go down to Egypt. Not anymore. My whole life, I've looked to men. There's no mediator between God and man except Christ Jesus. I don't need a priest. I already got one. His name's Jesus Christ. So that's it. And with this, I don't know. That's just a thing. I'm not doing the no lips prompt. Shout it from the mountaintops, friends. That's what Jesus said. What's whispered in your ear? Shout from the mountaintops. There ain't no secret here, friends. The whole earth knows I'm being gang stalked. And that's the truth. Ain't hiding nothing. Red and black, black and white, yellow, whatever. It's a comedy show. The only ones you're fooling are yourselves. And that's all right. I forgive you. I do. I used to really love one of you too, you know? Blows me away. Can't even do my dishes without getting hit from ELFs in that direction. And I loved you. I did. You knew I was bullied. You knew I was marginalized. You knew I was provoked. You were a good man. You were. I ain't trying to change it. And I ain't trying to manipulate you. You're a lot smarter than me. And we both know it. But for the record, I loved you. For what it's worth. Anyway, that's it for me. Not eloquent. Not all that articulate. But love is the answer. And God is love. Pray without ceasing. Fast. Petition. Plead. Jim Morrison said, "You should not petition the Lord." Yeah. Look what that got Jim. I don't know. Okay. I love you all. May His face shine upon you.